Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at AbleTrend. Really nice. And I'll show you the exact trades, because once the bar closes, they never change. This would be the exact signal and colors and dots that you would see on the chart every minute of the day at that exact time of the day. Software doesn't care what you trade. You can trade just as well stocks, swing trade stocks, or trade futures, Forex. You can do day trading, swing, position trading. It works just the same for everything. But you just have to know what we're looking for on the chart. What is a low risk triple confirmation trade? Where do you buy, which is what I just mentioned, the low risk triple confirmation trade? Where do you sell? Where do you put your stop loss? And what's a no trade zone where we don't do anything? It's just as important sometimes to do nothing. When there's going to be a choppy market, obviously nobody can win then, AbleTrend included. So the best thing to do by far in a choppy market is just to do nothing. And that's where the no trade zones come into play and keep us out of trouble. They'll definitely be losing trades, I'll guarantee you that. I mean, there's certainly risk in trading, and there's no perfect system, and AbleTrend isn't either. However, if you just have the discipline, and there's the key, and to be literally a robot and trade the signals, you will do very well. That's been documented on week by week from the past 14 months, all of last year and the first 2 months of this year so far. Every week, Jesse's documented that on the website. But let's jump in and take a look here right now. This is a daily weekly chart. I've got DVN up here, energy stock, and it was just just a tremendous downtrend. I mean, all the way. As far as where you're getting in exactly, we're going to get in on the triple confirmation trade, meaning we need to have a red X, a red dot, and a red price bar. There's the first time all three come together, because the X's come in once a week. This is a daily, weekly chart. So it's okay if it's a day or two before. It doesn't matter. It's only going to come in once a week on a Monday. So as long as you've got the combination of all three, you're good. Now, we did get stopped out here because we put our stop losses on the previous higher small red dots below the price. Not on these red dots, on the previous higher small red dot above the price. And then we've got another sweet spot right there. Red bar, red dot, red X, and that one was a home run. I mean, that one really, you got a put option on this one at 42, and we're going to get stopped out here at 25. That's a mega home run right there. Okay? No trade zone here. Remember, we have to have all three indicators agree before we take a trade. You have to have a blue bar, blue dot, and blue X the first time all three come together. To go short, we have to have a red bar, red dot, red X the first time all three come together. No exceptions to the rule. And that's all it is, too. It's nothing additional. That is it. You say, okay, well, over here, do we have that blue bar? Yeah, we got blue bar and a blue small dot. We don't have the blue X. Well, how about over here? We've got a blue X and a blue small dot. Right, but the bar is green. Green means sideways. No trade. Well, how about here? We got a red bar and a red dot. We don't have the big red X. Again, three indicators have to come together. And when it does, the odds are greatly stacked in your favor, because you have three indicators in your favor, and you have two different time zones, two different time frames, daily and weekly. If you're day trading, you'll have a 1 minute and a 3 minute in agreement. That's what we like. We have two different time frames and three different AbleTrend algorithms, all in agreement at the same time. Well, that really stacks the odds in our favor. Michael's saying no sound. Is sound okay for everybody else? Because it's showing that it's working here. Yes, Skip says yes. Kyle, Tom, Ken. All right, thanks everyone. Just wanted to check. Okay, so for some reason it's just Larry, Mike. Okay, so it's Mike Z that just for some reason I guess the sound is not working on his part. Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. Just wanted to double check in case there was some kind of problem on my end, but it shows that it's working fine here, so that's good. Okay, so scrolling right ahead, I wanted to show you this here. Perfect triple confirmation right there. Not here, not on the first blue bar, because, yeah, actually it is. Sorry, it is. Blue bar, blue dot, and we have the blue X right there. Triple confirmation. That's what we do. That's what we're looking for. And I'm going to go over an intraday chart right after this. We'll look at the mini NASDAQ. But it's the same colors and dots and the same rules. Okay, now you say, okay, where do I put my stop loss? We know that that's the entry point because there's the first time we get the blue bar, blue dot, blue X. All three indicators are coming in together at the same time. We put the stop loss on the bottom of that blue bar. Bottom of that blue, I put a 1 penny or 1 tick if you're trading futures below that blue bar. Not on the dots, no. Bottom of the blue bar. So you say, wow, you only have $1 at risk. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. You only have $1 at risk on a $28.50 stock. That's fantastic. It's such super low risk. Plus, you've got three indicators, blue bar, blue small dot, blue big dot, and you've got two different time frames all in agreement. Wow, you got a lot going on there, but just a simple blue bar, blue dot, blue X, the first time they come together. And then from there, we're still in the trade. So this came in 4 days ago. We'd still be in it right now. Again, stop loss on the bottom of the bar, 27.5. We're at 29.85 today. Hey, we're doing good. We're up, over $2 in 4 days. That's great for this. So as long as we've got these blue dots below, we're safe. We've got protection below. That's a support point that blocks the price from going any further lower. Stay in the trade. You're safe. Just the same way we had all these red dots and we stayed in this trade for 3 months and picked up, a ton of money on that particular trade. Okay, now we're going to jump over to the E-mini NASDAQ, which has really been, all the E-minis have been great. E-mini NASDAQ and E-mini S&P clearly are two favorites. So let's take a look here. First trade of the day was 5 minutes or so after the market opened, which is 9:30 Eastern, right there. Red bar, red dot, red X. Now I also have the arrow on the chart. You don't need to put that on. That's just the trend SIG indicator that I put on the 3-minute chart. Again, not needed. So no need to get into that. But you do have the red X, red dot, and red price bar. 5 minutes after the open. And today was a great day if you're trading E-mini NASDAQ. I mean, it was a very big winning day. Very profitable. Stop loss goes on 1 tick above, just 1 tick, quarter of a point above that first red bar. Down and away it went. Now, for day trading, because it's more of an in and out scalping type of situation, I like to use the 3 green bar exit. 3 green bars in a row right there, we're exiting the trade. So from here to here, wow, first trade of the day, not bad. 22 points. Let's just call it 20, because I always like to make the losses a little bit less than what they might have actually been. Just makes it more realistic for slippage and commissions and all of that. I'm not going to get into technicalities here, but I want everybody to know the right way to trade with the software. What's going to make you money? That's what we're all here for. So beautiful, first trade of the day, very clear cut, very obvious. The chart was basically screaming at us, 5 minutes after the open here, when you had the red bar, red dot, red X. You say, okay, well, now where do I get in after that? Well, now you have to look for a sweet spot. If after the first trade comes in, or maybe you missed it for some reason, that would be unfortunate because it's usually only 1, maybe 2 big moves a day, but that's okay. Today it happened to be 4, which was why it was such a profitable day today. But that's okay. Now you have to look for a sweet spot. What's a sweet spot? The prices have to pull back up to the red dots. If you're within, a tick of those, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine if you're within 1 tick. We're not going to get too, overly technical and start getting magnifying glasses onto the chart. But ideally, you want to touch the red dot and the bars and any price, red bar, green bar, doesn't matter. You want the price to touch the red dot. And now we're going to get in on the next red bar. We never had one. Never had one. So, you know what? We didn't do anything. Okay, we're not getting in long here. We don't have the red X. Don't have the blue X. Have to have all 3 indicators agree. Only have 2. fact, we got resistance above. Sid's asking about the ES. Yeah, the chart is almost the exact same, the ES and the NQ. Sid, I'm just using the NQ chart. I was asked to put that up. And the two charts look almost the same. You can trade whichever one you prefer. They're both very similar. ES is a little calmer, like I've been talking about. It's a little calmer, a little tamer. It fits a lot of people's style better that way. If you don't mind a little extra volatility or more, more up and down, then you go with the NQ. But today's chart was almost identical, both charts together. Okay, so here we have a blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Now, the thing is, it was quite a bit under the red X at that time, so hard to say whether that closed at that time because these are 3-minute X's coming in. So I'm not even going to count this buy signal here. Even though it was a valid buy signal, I'm not even going to count that. No sweet spot here because you had green bars. Green bars. Now, green bars, and then it went to blue. There's your sweet spot. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Remember, it has to turn around. It has to hit support, the blue dot. That's all it has to do. Bounce off of it. Next blue bar win right there. Well, there's your 3 green bars. Three bars later, and basically about a break even, maybe a half a point loss. Okay, so now we're looking for a sweet spot or a reversal. No sweet spot, no reversal, nothing in here. Okay, great. Well, we just do nothing. Just absolutely nothing we do. Here, there it is. Triple confirmation. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Stop loss goes 1 tick below the bottom of the blue bar. That one worked out really nice. That was a 10-point winner right there. Here's your 3rd green bar in a row. At the close of that 3rd green bar, it was 10 points. So that worked out well. After 20 points opening, got 10 points here. Hey, this is turning out real nice. It was really close to a sweet spot here, but you know what? That's like a 1.5 off that blue dot. Can't count that. As it turns out, it was a winning trade, but price never came back and touched the blue dot. Or even if it gets within a half a point, we're going to still call that a sweet spot. It never did. So yes, that was a winning trade. Yes, the software gave it to us. I'm not going to count that in our real life trading because I like to make it really, really realistic. In fact, as you can tell by now, of doing these all these years, I actually downplay the winners. I don't brag about them or I don't exaggerate them. That's the right word. Like everybody else does everywhere else. Okay, now we've got a sweet spot here. The price turns down, up, it hit the blue dot. I'm on alert, looking for looking for a blue bar. There it is. The close of that blue bar. We're in. Stop loss goes on the 2nd lower small blue dot. So it was only about 6 points at risk right there. Up to 10 we can handle, and that was 6 right there. However, 3 green bars in a row. We lost like a point. Still having a great day. We're up 28 points. Technically, if somebody was a robot and following the chart and the rules exactly like I'm explaining, which if you think about it, it's really kind of simple. But it's not realistic for everybody because a lot of people, their emotions get into play, or they weren't, they're not serious enough where they're not in front of their computer all day long, or for whatever reason. So, I'm not even going to say that, you're going to nail this perfect, every single trade every day. No, I'm being very realistic about that. Here's your no trade zone here, like I circled. Here's your triple confirmation. There it is. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Here's your 3rd green bar. We lost 3 points on that trade. No sweet spot. Didn't touch the bottom. Didn't touch the dot or even come within a point of it. So that's not a sweet spot. There's a nice triple confirmation sell signal. However, only made about 2 points. Well, we got back what we lost in the trade before. Here's your 3rd green bar. Now, keep in mind, between 12:30 and 2 o'clock Eastern time, we don't even like to trade. We call that the dead zone. That's a good time of the day to take a break. Now, the first 3 hours and the final 2 hours, great times to trade. However, the dead zone, and equate that to whatever time zone you're in, because everybody in the room here is all around the world, between 9:30 and 2 o'clock, between 12:30 and 2 o'clock Eastern, we call the dead zone, and we say don't even trade at all. I just wanted to point out the trades in case for any reason you did, but technically speaking, we don't touch it between 12:30 and 2 o'clock. after studying thousands and thousands of trades, we found that, you know what? It was only about break-even percentage, not even worth doing it. So not in obvious no trade zone here. So right here, a little after 2 o'clock Eastern, there we go. There's our triple confirmation, red bar, red dot, red X, stopped out. We lost 2 points on that trade. It's actually only a half a point, but I'm just going to push it up to 2 points. Okay, so now we're going to say, okay, what do we do from here? Now, what do we do from here? Well, this is a sweet spot. Again, it's within 1 point of that red dot. Actually, it's within a half a point. So there's your sweet spot right there, and we're going to get in at the close of that red bar there. You've got the red bar, red dot, red X, and that was a real good one right there. That shot, there's your third green bar exit. That was a good one. That was 22 points. I'll round it off to 20. I always like to round it off to the lower number. Now you're up just a boatload here, and you say, oh, now you're waiting for the sweet spot or a reversal, blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Well, obviously that's not even close because we've got nothing but red X's on the higher time frame. Mike says only made 3 points on the last 3 reds. Once up 200. No, Mike, we're just a robot. We just go by these rules only. What you have to do, and here's the hard part, is you put your motion, take your brain out of your head, and I don't mean, you, me, everybody, and put it off to the side, put it in the drawer until 4 o'clock Eastern, then you can put it back in again. Otherwise, right now, we're just going to be a robot and follow it like this. There's no exceptions to any of these rules. Maybe that's a nicer way to put it. Okay, there it is. There it hit the dot, bounced off of resistance. Remember, these red dots is resistance. They block the prices from going higher. Blue dots block it from going lower. So we need the sweet spot. Up there it is. There's the red bar. We're good to go. Stop loss goes on the previous higher red dot. You only had about 4 points at risk there, so that was good. Down and away it went. There's your third green bar. We picked up another 12 points. Again, I'll round it off to the lower number, not exaggerated. We'll call it another 10 points. By now, I don't even know what we're up to, 40, 50 points. Sweet spot right here. It hit the red dot. The bar goes to red. Our stop out would be here. Stop out. Lost 3 points on that trade. And I'll exaggerate the loss. I knock down the gains. I'm going to exaggerate the losses. Call it 5 points. Obvious no trade zone. Triple confirmation sell right there. There's your third green bar. That was a break even. This is a sweet spot. We lost, let's call it 5 points on that trade. And it was a really good trade right here. Triple confirmation. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X. First time all 3 come together. And then that was a break even trade. Actually, it took off after that. Actually, the ES chart I was looking at did not have 3 green bars. It actually had 2 green bars. So the ES chart here was a really big winner the last 10 minutes of the day. That one actually popped up like 5 points on the E-mini S&P. That worked out really well. But that's okay. This was a break-even trade, and then that was it. There was no sweet spot until the end of the day. Otherwise, it just worked out well today. Sid says, yeah, be flexible in your expectations and rigid in the rules. You got it, Sid. You well said. Yep. Follow the 3 greens or stay in. Correct. Odds will work out. Yes, sir. That's right, Mike. So that's how we use it. This is the right way to do it. Remember, stop loss on the bottom of the blue bar when you have the blue dot, blue bar, and blue X. It goes on the top of the red bar when you have red bar, red dot, red X, and we're going to exit on 3 greens. That's it. Stop and think about it. It's like, wow, that's really all it is. Huh? Well, for anybody new, you got to play around with the chart a little bit. Just look at it and see what you think. It's easier said than done. However, the hard part, and here's the hard part, we all have emotions, comes into play. You just have to try and check your emotions. And believe me, I totally understand I totally know the feeling. We all do. However, see what you think. I'm always here to help. And I hope that was helpful for you today. Thanks for being here, everyone. Have a good night.